Hi, welcome to another Hobby Tech video. Today we've got an RF transmitter and receiver kit. The kit comes as two parts, a transmitter and a receiver. The receiver operates from 5 volts and the transmitter operates from 12 volts. The transmitter's 12 volt supply is supplied by a 23A standard alarm battery. Let's have a look at the components. The PCB is made up of 4 outputs and your supply inputs and a trigger output which tells you that there's an input being received. Now there are various different versions of this unit and we have two on our website. We have a latching version and we have a non-latching version. This particular one is a latching version. What's good about it is it's a single complete unit on its own, so you don't need a lot of components with this. You can literally operate it straight away and it will run an LED or a small relay. Now on the latching version, as it says, it latches, but the difference is that to unlatch an output you have to activate another output. So although this is a 4 output unit, if you wanted to switch your outputs off, you would probably have to leave one output not connected, otherwise that last output would be on, so you could use that for a standby indicator. The remote control has 4 buttons on it. It has a little slide cover and it also has a retractable aerial. The board itself has a code and so does the receiver. If you split the receiver in half, you can see on the back there's little solder pads. If you change these solder pads and change these to match, these two units will operate together. This allows you to operate numerous different units separately. You could also operate a number of these boards from the same remote control just by changing these settings. Let's have a look at one working. Okay, here we have it all connected up. We have a 3.6 volt battery pack which is powering the unit. We have a little fella model here with a couple of LEDs in it, and we have a single LED here. This single LED I've connected to the D3 output, which is the output I'm going to use to switch all of my LEDs off. Let's have a look how he works. When we switch the unit on, all the outputs are off. When I press button A, output 0 operates. If I press button A again, it makes no difference. To switch off output 0, I need to press another output. In this case I'm going to use B. As you can see, A has gone off and B is turned on. If I want A and B on at the same time, I have to press both buttons together. As I said before, I'm using output D to switch everything off. This module is particularly useful should you wish to switch on and off a couple of LEDs, a couple of remote signals, or you want to operate something that's a bit bigger. If you wish to do that, you would have to add a relay. Next, I'll have a look at the momentary version of this device. We have the same 3.6 volt battery pack we did before and the same little fella model with a couple of LEDs. Let's have a look at how it operates. When the unit's switched on, all the outputs are off. When you press a button, as per its description, the output comes on. When you release the button, it goes off. If you want to operate 2 at the same time, you can press 2 buttons down, and when you release them it will also go off. This is a very handy unit and could be used to operate points. To operate points you would need a relay or a small transistor. The output from this device is positive in relation to its ground, so any NPN transistor would normally do to operate your points. I hope you've enjoyed this Hobby Tech video and it's been of some use to you. Goodbye for now and we'll see you again shortly.